Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to matchup 2 of tonight. We have a challenger matchup for you guys with the clever Clownfish versus Lilac. And joining me, we don't have Boa. I told Boa he needed to go to bed. That man was yawning the last game. So, on me on the desk, we have Mr. Berg. Berg, how are you feeling tonight, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. You know, my prospect team came in, won. Now I'm on RSC stream, casting. I'm feeling good tonight.
That's awesome, dude. RS stream. We're gonna say RS stream, not RSC no more when we're on stream. It's RS stream. Yes. And talking about these two teams here, I think we should get into the team stats. Looking at these team stats, I mean, with me being on the Flower Road franchise, I know Lilac is super strong. I think they're one of the stronger teams on our franchise. They're sitting right now 21-7 on the season, and Clever Clownfish, they're sitting at 13-15. And looking more at these team stats, what picks your eye out more between these two teams?
I mean, me personally, I'm looking. I mean, it is looking good for Lilac in this matchup. I mean, their stats are amazing team wise. I mean, looking towards those goals against and saves, they're higher up on those saves for sure. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, I've said it in the past couple streams. I like to vote for the underdogs, but it's going to be a difficult one here.
Yeah, definitely. And we just finishing up talking about these team stats. I think we need to go over to the player stats here. Looking at some of these player stats, I mean, you got the clever Clownfish. You have two players on that team that have even both teams. There's two players on each team that have played every single game thus far on both franchises on these teams. You have ascreaus and Majestic Eagle. They have both 28 games played. You have ascreaus with 27 goals, 85 shots on net, which is absolutely wild. That man is absolutely crazy on the offensive side for the clever Clownfish. Looking at it on paper. On the Lilac side, you have Anthony with 34 goals and 86 shots on the season, and you have Royaliee, team captain, with 21 goals and 75 shots on net. And I mean, I casted a Lilac game before, and they put on a good show, and I think they're going to do it again.
I want to agree with you there. I mean, looking at these player stats, Lilac definitely having good stats all across the board, but you can't doubt the Clownfish. I mean, they could come out, put their all on the pitch, and say, "We're here to play. We're here to win."
Yeah, definitely. And I think with wanting to play and wanting to win, we have all the players on both teams here in the lobby. And I think we need to give them the green light to go and get into this game one out of these 4 games. And what are you expecting to see here out of this first game, Berg, between these two teams?
I mean, me personally, I want to see some fast gameplay. I want to see everybody on top of that ball.
Okay, I like it. As we're getting started here with a good kickoff on the side of Clever Clownfish, Anthony's going to take it in the corner. A little good air dribble, gets dunked by Majestic Eagle. Royaliee taking her time. She's controlling the ball. She's looking for a flick, maybe. She gets a good 50 and a registered shot. Heartless here is going to pick up the mid boost and put it back in as he tries to set something up for Anthony. Royaliee tries to look for a 50. She gets to 50. Smurfs here is going to turn, bang the ball. Heartless there to clean up. And it looks like he went behind Smurfs, and Heartless is there to feed off of that. Royal coming in. And so far right now with how early this game is there's a shot comes in from Anthony. Oh my God. And what a slot by Anthony, getting it past 2 defenders, and a good setup there by Royaliee, setting up her teammate to get a goal. And we have our first goal in the first 4 games coming on the side of Lilac there, Berg.
That was an impressive shot. I mean, it was unfortunate. I couldn't see who was there front with full boost, but that back defender having another goal coming from the other side this time to tie it up. That is magnificent. They're quick to respond.
Yeah, definitely. And a big kickoff goal there, and a big kickoff on the side of the clever Clownfish, as they had Lilac all fumbling on defense, not sitting properly on defense. And I mean, we're basically starting this game over as there's a big kind of a communication issue there on the side of Lilac on that corner to figure out who wanted the corner boost. And Heartless here, he's gonna try to send something forward, and nothing's gonna come out for that. Anthony bangs the ball away, gets a good clear for his teammates. Smurfs taking it across, taking good possession. Heartless there to challenge him. And there's a big whiff that comes out on the side, and this might be an opportunity for Lilac, and they're not there to shoot it off. And Anthony, and oh my goodness, Royal just blocks Anthony's shot. Heartless there to keep it up, keep the ball in, and he gets a good pitch. Ball's going across the net, nobody there to clean it up, and a good save on the side of Clownfish there from, I forget who was it saved it. It was ascreaus.
Yep. This has been a great game so far, very fast-paced like I wanted. These teams are coming out, putting in a lot. Smurf able to bang that, but dunked by Heartless. See if he's going to be able to cook that towards mid for Anthony. Anthony going to put that high. Got two defenders going up trying to save that, but no need. Royaliee able to put that towards the corner, but Smurfs towards mid for Hart. Ooh. That's off. Royaliee able to put it on. Good save. Ooh. Oh my God, two good saves in a row, but Anthony there to bury it afterwards, putting this team on their toes in that defensive slot.
What good offensive pressure there on the side of Lilac. They were taking turns, poking at the bear, trying to break apart that defense, in which they did. Anthony getting that goal, putting this game up 2-1 with 2:55 left. As they get a good kickoff here, Royal, she's gonna try to take her time. Gets a little putt. Oh my goodness! And a big whiff! And a big whiff comes out on the side of the clever Clownfish. And it looked like that was Smurf that missed completely. Yes, it was. And then it looked in an own goal, sort of, as Majestic Eagle. He tried to get a save, but it was just too much. And Royal gives them a little bit of security there for this game.
Gotta love a security goal. I mean, even if this other team can come back, get another goal in, you're still up by one. Looking to be Anthony with another one. It's looking difficult. It's looking difficult to come back.
Yeah, it just looks like that the Clownfish are just setting their third man. Their third man's not playing patient, not noticing what their teammates are doing. It might be a communication issue, but I mean, their third man keeps on trying to force something to happen with their teammates not having boosts and trying to run back to, clean up on defense, as Majestic Hugh's going to try to take possession, and Anthony just cuts it off immediately. And Heartless there to cut off again, puts one towards the net. Royal, she's taking her time to grab mid boost. Anthony's back, and almost a shot that comes out, redirect, and Heartless tries to jump up, panics a little bit as the ball comes back, and the Clownfish are trying to set something up. A demo comes out, and the ball's floating up on the side, and Royal comes out to clean it up and help save away her team. He stalls a little bit of time. Heartless gets a good 50 into midfield. And I'm noticing a lot that Lilac, they're having a lot of midfield possession, being strong in the midfield when their teammates are down and out, getting 50s and helping each other out. I mean, what a big bump by Anthony. And another good save on the side of Lilac. And it looks like that Clownfish can't break anything away.
Good open goal. Royally not able to get there with zero boost. Unfortunate. I was about to say, I'll give this Lilac team props. They're very quick to be right back on the ball, but also giving each other enough space to make something happen. Just an unfortunate pass towards mid for them. Not able to get there. Royaliee and Smurf off the kickoff. Going back towards Heartless. Zero boost as Majestic is up to put that back. Royalie's up, trying to get that out of there. Smurf's going to come up on that with full boost. Getting bumped off. Anthony putting that towards mid. Nobody there, though. I mean, it's clearly plenty of time to get two more goals up to tie this up with Lilac, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, watching closely on the side of the Clownfish here. The way it looks like they're changing up the way they play a little bit in this game, as Smurf's not able to get a good clear out of that, and Anthony there to block off another clear to happen. Acrisius just boons the ball away, tries to pass it to a teammate. Royally cuts them off in the midfield yet again. Anthony up for a shot and gets it on net, and Smurf's there to cover his teammate. Heartless there cuts it off again in the midfield. Acrisius up with a little boost. Majestic there to pick up the slack. Anthony tried to get a 50, no boost. Royal there She's gonna try to set something here for Heartless. And she misses. Heartless there to clean it up though, and then almost ball goes off the backboard, and ascreaus there to pick it up, and we're coming down with 30 seconds left, and the game's 4-2. And do you think that Clownfish can come back with 2 goals?
I mean, with the amount of time that's on the clock, it's gonna look hard. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. I think they're gonna have to take a minute break and see how they can take game 2. Royaliee to put that shot on. Is it hits crossbar and double back in?
What a double by Royaliee! She managed to fix her car the way it was reading that bounce. That's a hard shot to read, and she ends up reading it, and props to her with reading that. What a shot! And yeah, I agree. I mean, Clever Clownfish, they need to take that minute and figure out what they need to do, whether it might be a sub or, you know, figure out a way to break apart this Lilac team. If you're a Lilac fan, you love to see this game win from them, as Anthony picking up a big MVP in this game with 605 points on the board with a hat trick.
Big gain coming out for Lilac. I mean, if I'm Clownfish, like I said, I'm gonna take that minute. I'm gonna get a game plan moving. You know, I think what they need to do against this Lilac team, with how fast paced they play and how good they are in the defense, they need to play with time. You know, take your time with the ball when you got it. I mean, granted, this Lilac team is constantly on top of you, but make sure that you're not, you're not all jumbled up in the defense. Make sure that you know who's going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've noticed that the Clownfish, they just boom the ball away a lot, and it's somewhat good, somewhat bad. I mean, it just depends on the situation. But I mean, even with them doing that, and even them trying to take possession, Lilac's just getting in their face, which is absolutely insane. They're in their face kind of team. But even so, with Lilac, they also rotate. They know how to pay attention to each other. They talk to each other really well. From what the games have been showing, and the game that I streamed before in the past, as we have a good kickoff here, Royaliee. She has no boost. She missed a boost. She's going to try to save it, and she does end up saving it. And the ball comes back, and Heartless not able there to get back to it. And that's just an unfortunate turn of events here at the beginning of this game too, with Royaliee missing the boost.
Unfortunate for Lilac, but if you know, Clownfish, they definitely talked it out in that 1 minute. They definitely they're coming out with a game plan. Gonna see if they can get more on the board as that goes rolling back towards Heartless on it, booming that off the sidewall for Anthony, who's missing. Royaliee able to keep that in play off the backboard for Heartless, who could have had a great shot on there, but went a little bit wide for ascreaus.
We're gonna say ascreaus.
Ascreaus, gotcha.
Kind of like gives me I watched Gladiator today. I don't know if you ever watched that movie Gladiator, but it kind of gives me like a Gladiator vibe kind of name to it. You know, ascreaus, or like Glorious Maximus, as Royaliee gets a good 50 and a good save by Majestic Eagle, and his ball's still in danger. As ascreaus, he gets the ball away and be strong behind it, and Royaliee is even more stronger. She gets a good 50. The ball almost goes in the side. She takes boost. Anthony puts it back into the side of the Clever Clownfish, and we're seeing more offensive possession for the side of Lilac, as we saw from game 1. Smurfs here. He's going to take his time, get a little air dribble. Anthony there to deny him of an air dribble. Heartless looking to set something up. He has very little boost. Gets a good fake. Ooh. And we saw that before. The last game I casted with this team, he got a really good double fake. Royaliee, she's going to try to set a flip reset up maybe. Heartless there to keep it in. Doesn't get a chance to keep it in. Anthony tries to keep it in himself, and Smurfs there to clean it up. Royaliee trying to get ball away. And I mean, what are you taking so far out of both these teams here, Bird?
I mean, it's difficult to say. I mean, Lilac definitely putting a great amount of offensive pressure. Heartless kind of keeping that ball in play there off the corner. Royaliee putting that mid for Anthony, but Majestic is there to kind of shut him down. I mean, like I said, this Clownfish team is coming back in this game too, and they definitely talked something out because they're doing better. Granted, I'd like to see them more on an offensive attack, giving Lilac too much on that offense.
Yeah, I mean they're playing boomer ball, but it's like they're playing boomer ball and looking for their teammates. So it looks like their teammates are trying to like set up like a redirect kind of when they play boomer ball. As you see this ball going off the backboard and it's saved away by Anthony. Majestic looking to take possession here, sets something off on the backboard. Can this be doubled? And no, Anthony denies the double. Ascreaus tries to keep it in. He's going up for another ball. Heartless gets it clear. Majestic trying to keep the ball in, and Heartless takes boost. Royaliee all by herself. And they get a ball past her, and it doesn't look like, and the ball's floating.
Oh
it's a
my
What a save by Anthony. Heartless grabs boost. He's going to push this downfield. Gets a demo. And I need to see the Lilac here needs to get this ball downfield. They're kind of like letting the Clownfish take possession and take control of this game.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, this Clownfish team, they're putting in that offensive work there, but Heartless coming in to shut that down. Ball bouncing back for Royaliee off the wall. Is Smurf gets in there, but Anthony able to save that, put it off back wall. Royaliee able to kind of secure that as that goes back towards mid ace. Man, keep ascreaus. Ascreaus up, going back towards his side of the field. Heartless there, not able to meet him, but giving Royaliee time to take. Majestic able to put that towards sidewall. Anthony there to meet him. That's one thing I've noticed with this Lilac team. Defensively, they're meeting this Clownfish team on the sidewall to be able to cancel them from doing anything.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of the Clownfish. They're controlling the midfield a lot. They're looking for bumps now. Anthony pumps the ball towards Heartless. Heartless gets a good beat over Majestic Eagle, and nobody's there to follow up that ball that was just floating there. Royal gets a good 50. Nobody there yet again to follow that up. Anthony there to 50 now. Heartless trying to look for a double, and he gets bumped off. Ascreaus gets a good save. 30 seconds left in this game, and it looks like the way Clownfish are playing, they're going to take this game too, Berg.
I agree with you. I mean, they're coming out. They're playing good defense. They got a little bit of some offensive motion going in. Royaliee up with it. See if they can get this game tied up. Heartless put that in, tying it up with 10 seconds left. We spoke too early. We spoke too early as they got to play together.
We definitely did, and what a way to, with Royaliee taking good possession of that ball, looking for her team Heartless in the midfield, and getting a good beat around the defender, and even good shot from Heartless, getting another beat around another defender. As we're coming out with 10 seconds left, and we might see an overtime unless, this ball's flying over the mid backboard. Anthony with a double, and he misses. What a save by Smurf.
Good save.
Ball's still up, and it dies. We're having overtime here in game 2. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see who's going to win this overtime, Berg.
I mean, it's overtime. I love those overtimes, but looking like it's going to work out for Lilac. Majestic with a good save there. Smurf able to take that, but Anthony meeting him on the sidewall. Majestic able to take control of that. Heartless able to meet him though as he misses, but Royaliee able to kind of follow that up.
Oh, fake.
Good fake coming from Heartless, but Ascreaus able to put that back towards the other side. Lilac kind of playing a little bit of boomer ball there, but it's working out for them as Royaliee able to put that on, but Majestic able to save it again.
I mean, you're seeing a little bit of panic coming on the side of Clownfish. There's another panic right there. That ball's floating over to the side of the box. Nobody there to clean it up, and it's an open net. Ascreaus with the shot. And props to the Clownfish. They were going for a bump, trying to scare him away, and Smurf with the scare. Ascreaus just landing off that challenge and gets an open net shot. And these games, it's 1-1 right now, and out of these 4 games, and what a win by the Clownfish here.
That is a big win for Clownfish. You know, they needed that, especially coming out of that first game, putting it into a 1-1. That's big for them. Ascreaus getting MVP off that match. Played very well, but you can't forget Majestic there with those 4 saves, definitely keeping his team from losing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even Ascreaus here, you know, big time points as the MVP with 575 on the score, 2 goals, 2 saves, and he was shooting 100%. I mean, that dude came out in a big way in his game too. And we have, both teams are going to figure it out. I think Lilac can figure something out. I mean, they did play. It was close, over time. Both teams are playing pretty good right now. Not much I can really say as far as like game change ups for any side. I mean, both teams are playing really well. It seems like they're kind of figuring each other out. And I mean, we have a good set of 4 last 2 games here set up for us here, Berg.
Absolutely. I mean, if I'm Clownfish, I want to keep building off that momentum. But if I'm Lilac, I want to. I mean, I wouldn't say switch up the game plan, but definitely secure more goals. They've been playing very offensively, and that's while offense does get you goals, defense can keep you from. I completely forgot where I was going there. I'm sorry.
Something about defense winning championships, maybe?
Precisely. I mean, a good defense will keep you in the game.
I'm talking about defense. We have Lilac playing some defense right now as they get a good 50, and Heartless misses the ball in the midfield. Royal there to pick it up and get a good 50. Keeps it on the side of the Clownfish. Smurfs up, tries to get a beat around Anthony, which he does. Heartless there to pick up whatever's happening. Majestic gets a boom. Royally all by herself. She gets a good save. Oh. Maybe an air dribble, looking for a reset maybe. Leaves it for Anthony. Anthony up, looking for a dunk. And what a save by ascreaus. Heartless up, try to keep it in. Gets 47 boost here to see what he does. Takes boost, looking for a demo. Royal try to set something up. Anthony with a good touch to prevent a goal from happening as there's a redirect there, and Heartless able to clean it up. Good touch by ascreaus. Anthony with a good save. Smurfs keeps it in, and we're seeing a lot of offense on both sides, playing really strong, and good defense on both sides of the field here, Berg.
You are not wrong there. I mean, Lilac playing very good defense as Clownfish are really picking up that offensive charge. Keeping it in play. A good demo coming from Majestic. Royally there to save it though. Heartless up. Not a lot of boost, seeing if he can get that mid towards Royally. Majestic able to smash that down though. Anthony's up off the back. Smurf able to shut that down. Royally keeping it in play though. Putting towards mid. Smurf almost could have had that. Oh my god, an open net as Majestic flips over it. Anthony able to bury it.
What a turn of events there for Lilac. And it looked like Heartless touched the ball there, but it ended up giving Royally the assist for Anthony as he had an open net. And you're seeing more offense coming on the side of Lilac. They're being a lot more bigger in the midfield. Anthony with a big boom. Royally up, trying to maybe read this off the corner, which she does. Sets it up for Anthony, puts it behind him. He ends up putting it behind ascreaus. And what a shot what a shot. I got disconnected from the game. Give me 1 second. Let me get back in here. I just got disconnected. But what a shot by Anthony.
That goal was so impressive. It made you leave.
It made me disconnect. I'm literally getting DDoSed out here by both of these teams. It's absolutely wild.
Ball coming back off the wall. Smurf able to get a nice fake on there. Royally able to secure that defensively and nice. Oh, that's a tough little back pass. Majestic able to put that back mid. Anthony with a shot. Oh no! This Lilac team, very offensive charge. I mean, I thought that Clownfish was able to do this defensively, but Lilac is not giving them a chance.
I mean, you saw it right there. They were trying to go for bumps in the midfield, leaving that net just wide open. And you talked about this Lilac team being charged. They definitely charged up a little bit from this last game, as that's a big boom. And Anthony, what a way to stay back and save his team from getting scored on, because that ball was going in net if he wasn't there. He gets a good challenge in the midfield. Royal there, taking her time. Heartless with a good save. He's out of boost now. Smurfs, all the boost in the world. He's going to look to set something up for his team. And he gets a good demo.
Good demo coming up to Smurf.
What a play by Clownfish here. Is Smurf set something up for his teammate, and he looks for the last defender, and he ends up getting him for the demo.
I think that might have been an unfortunate flip for royaliee there at the end. Coming back towards Anthony as he's able to send that back, but Majestic is right on top of that. Heartless able to keep that from going off the backboard. royaliee up, putting that back towards Smurf. Able to redirect that towards the sidewall, but Heartless is back on it. Good save coming. I don't even know if he saved that. I think that hit sidewall.
And that ball's just rolling in for Anthony off the post. He hit the sweet spot on the post as it rolls right in. And you would think that the Clownfish had an answer with a goal, but Lilac just answered right back with a goal of their own. And we have a minute 39 seconds left in this game, and I mean, it looks like Lilac wants to end up taking this game 3 and putting this these 4 games up 2-1.
You are absolutely correct. I think Anthony just kind of wanted to not necessarily secure this win for them, but definitely put up numbers so that they don't have to worry with this last minute 20 left. Good boom coming out of Anthony. Smurf able to put that off back ball going towards side, but Heartless is there to meet it. Majestic off the ceiling. Smurf able to take that up, seeing if he can cook past Anthony here as he's able to, but Heartless with an amazing save. Man, Majestic gets a turn on this.
Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, big dog.
No, you're all good. I'm just baffled with how great that save was.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this man Heartless, he's just all over the place for this team. He's definitely a good back support for this team. As both teams are trying to figure out what's going on. Smurf's trying to hit it back in. royaliee gets a good 50. What I'm really impressed with out of this Lilac team is that they're not afraid to challenge Clownfish here. They're getting in their face. They're not letting them take control of this game 3. They let them kind of take control of. And Anthony gets a good shot. This man's going absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This dude, he's absolutely out of his mind. This dude has 5 goals in this game 3, and he came out in a big way, shooting all the goals so far out of this for this Lilac team. And if you're a Lilac fan, you love to see it. We have 21 seconds left, and it looks like Lilac's going to take this game 3.
Absolutely, that was big. I mean, Anthony coming in this said, you know what, we'll give him game 2, but no more than that. Ascreaus able to put that on. Nice little angle he got there, but I don't think it's going to be enough with 7 seconds left. You know, that's more for pride.
Definitely more for pride, and even more so trying to get energy to go into game 4. I mean, they need to look forward to game 4 to possibly tie this series up 2-2. I mean, big huge win for Lilac here. I mean, they don't need to, as Majestic gets another goal, and I mean, it looks like Lilac's trying to give the Clownfish here a chance. I mean, there's 2 seconds left. As anything's possible, but I mean, they're letting off the gas pedal a little bit. But I think Clownfish here are kind of just trying to focus and get a little bit of momentum going into game 4.
I do agree with you there. I think Lilac kind of let off the gas, as you said. You know, they said we're up big. We're gonna sit back, calm down a little bit, but not enough for Clownfish to come back as Lilac take that game 3.
Yeah, and I'm super sad that, I mean, I'm glad that I disconnected during this game after a goal was scored, because I mean, that was just a good game in itself in this game 3. I'm glad I didn't miss anything after that. I was able to get in a lot quicker. But I mean, Anthony coming out big. This dude, 5 goals, 2 saves, 7 shots on net. This man was just all over the place for the side of Lilac. 840 points on the board. It's just absolutely crazy. This man showed up super big for this team. And he's definitely, I mean, you got Heartless, who's playing a good support system as he has 4 saves. royaliee has 2 saves on her own. I mean, this Lilac team, they look strong on offense, but even so, like, they're even strong on the defensive side. And the Clownfish, they need to start picking them apart on the defensive side if they want to get goals to register. I mean, they're getting goals in. It's just they want to get a lead. They need to start picking apart this team.
Yeah,
looking for demos. I mean, just banging off the ball, like trying to force them to make silly mistakes, you know?
You are right there. I mean, if I'm this Clownfish team, I agree with you on the demos. I mean, get in there. I know they've been getting some demos in, but I mean, get some more in, get some bumps in, get some demos in. Put this Lilac team on their toes.
Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into this game 4, the final game of tonight. As Anthony gets a good clear to the corner, he gets a 50. Ball dangerous as he gets ascreaus gets a double tap. And right now, the Clownfish are starting to figure out Lilac, their defense, they're picking them apart. As I was talking about during the break. They're starting to pick them apart here, and let's see how Lilac can respond off of that.
I mean, that was big on Majestic to get that challenge in there, to be able to keep that mid for ascreaus. I mean, that was definitely a good play for him. Ooh, good cut from Heartless, able to put that towards the sidewall. Gonna go back for boost as Anthony is up, putting it over ascreaus. Smurf kind of putting that back towards his corner, but Majestic's gonna get it out of there. Royaliee up to put that towards the goal, but not quite on. Heartless, I'm not sure what was going on there. If he just wanted to kind of get that boost and reset it for him. Royaliee back. Another thing I have noticed with this Lilac team, Royalee's played a very good safe third man, being back for her team. That's posted up mid for Majestic, but Royaliee able to meet him there.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like you were talking about Royaliee playing a good support system as a third man. I mean, you have to give props to the other team members too. As Royaliee, she's there yet again, third man. She's going up for an air dribble. It's denied by Majestic. 50 comes out. Smurf trying to hit it across. He gets denied. Royaliee there. Smurf beats it around her. Heartless looking to set something up, and Anthony's going to try to set something up again as a double tap tries to come out. And yet again, we're seeing Lilac with the bitter battered offense. They're trying to set something up, pick apart this team. As the 50 comes out, Anthony with low boost, he has to kind of get a little soft touch himself, but unable to do it. Royaliee gets a good clear. Heartless there to track it down. Gets a little decent touch, leaves it for Anthony. What I'm seeing a lot too is a big whiff comes out in the midfield on the side of Clownfish. One thing I have to point out is I can tell that Lilac are definitely communicating with each other more so than from just reading off the car language. I mean, the Clownfish, I mean, it seems like they're communicating, but it's not as efficient as Lilac. I mean, Lilac, they're kind of leaving balls for each other. You can tell when they're talking to each other, when they leave a ball for another teammate to get a better touch. As Heartless gets a good touch and he tries to set something up, gets a 50. And I mean, you have to agree with me on that, Berg. I mean, the way Lilac's playing, I mean, they have an opportunity here to set something up.
Anthony with a shot, Smurf able to defend that though. I mean, this Lilac team, coming how they've been playing, and though that these last 3 games, very much an offensive charge. Royaliee getting cut off there by Smurf, seeing Anthony putting that towards the sidewall. I think Heartless is going to try and meet Majestic there. As Majestic flip resetting, I think he was going to try and get a off the backboard for ascreaus. As Smurf is able to meet them there, but Anthony's going to take his time going up the sidewall, seeing if he can get a nice pass towards mid. Heartless able to meet in that corner, putting that back is Majestic towards the other side of the field. Anthony able to save that, putting it up towards mid for Heartless. I do think that this Lilac team being very offensive charge, but this Clownfish team is playing a lot of defense here with 1 goal up with 1:15 left. I mean, I could see a 2-2 coming out of this Clownfish team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw a 2-2 in the last series that we watched before this one. I mean, it seems like that the Clownfish, they don't want to like overextend their team. They're sitting really nice with the 1 goal lead. The demo came out on this side. Smurfs has to clean it up as he does, and it looks like the Lilac, they're kind of letting off the gas pedal in the midfield as there's another demo that comes out. Heartless up, looking for the redirect. Smurfs there to get a good touch on the ball. Royaliee there to try to do something. She gets it 50. Smurfs leaving it for his teammate. Anthony there. As Majestic Eagle gets beat over 2. Heartless gets a good catch in the midfield as he gets dunked by ascreaus. Ascreaus looking to get a shot on. Anthony gets a good touch. And that ball's going in, and it's just an open net. Majestic Eagle with a good shot, and we have 19 seconds left with 2 goals up, and it looks like we are going to have a 2-2 here, Mr. Berg.
You know, I was gonna say something towards the factor of being up by 1 goal. I mean, it's a safe bet, but with how this Lilac team has played, I mean, with that 1 OT match we had, you know, they definitely have the ability to cook, as I'd like to say, and keep themselves in the game. As Anthony gets that ceiling down, but Smurfs there able to put it to the side. Gonna kind of play time here with 0 boost. Doesn't want to give this Lilac team a chance. As that hits ground, and we end this with 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a statement by Clownfish. You know, it's like a lot riding on you. You know, you're going into game 4. It's 2-1. You win 1 game, and then you lose. So you lose 2, and then you go into game 4, and it's like you have a lot riding on you for a 2-2. It's like it could be a little panicky just because you're on stream, and I mean, what a way for Clownfish to come out in this game 4 and get a win to make it 2-2 instead of going negative out of the 4 games that were played. And I think we should get into MVPs here, Berg. Who do you think is MVP out of these 4 games? It's going to be hard to pick.
It is very hard to pick. Both teams played very well. Definitely played good defense, good offense. Me personally, I'm voting royaliee. I mean, royaliee was a very secure 3rd. Definitely played well for the team. I mean, able to set up. I would have loved to go Anthony, but I have to stick with my pick.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, royaliee, she did such a good job playing that defensive 3rd, you know, setting stuff up for her teammates, trying to keep more possession on the side for Lilac. If I had to pick an MVP, I mean, I'd have to say either her, Anthony. I have like 3, right? You know, either her, Anthony, or ascreaus. I mean, we should talk more of the Clownfish. Ascreaus came out in a big way. He was playing really good. He, you know, was helping his teammates out a lot on defense. And I think he helped keep them together with winning these 2 games that they were able to take off of Lilac with how strong Lilac plays. And I mean, if I had to pick a sole like MVP, it would have to be royaliee, just because of the way that she played and, you know, helped keep her team with how strong they were winning these games. And yeah, I mean, it was good 4 games. It was they figured each other out the last 2 games as I expected. You know, both really strong offensive minded teams, and obviously running back to defense and helping each other on the defensive side. But Berg, I'm going to close this out. Do you have any last words?
Not necessarily. I think you covered basically everything. I mean, it was a good 4 games. I mean, the only thing I would have to say for that Clownfish team, I mean, it was unfortunate the amount of saves that Lilac had that were super impressive. I mean, if I'm that Clownfish team, I'm very much upset on that factor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even so, with how strong Lilac played on defense, I mean, the fact that Clownfish were able to find ways to pick them apart, you have to give props to that team for picking them apart the way they did. Instead of getting swept or getting 3-1 by this team. I mean, this team was really strong. So shout out to them for doing a superb job of breaking apart Lilac. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been great. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you guys, and we hope to see you again very soon. Peace.